Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you see this video. If you're watching it live, then obviously you're watching it now. But there again, if you're watching it now, it could be that you're watching the replay. In any event, I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name by birth is Alex William Smith. My stage name and the name that I'm known by internationally as a world-class hypnotist is Jonathan Royal. A number of things I'm going to say in this video are going to sound really egotistical and arrogant. I apologise for that in advance. There's no way of escaping that in order to get the truth and the facts out there. So please bear with me for the next 5 or 10 minutes because I want to save you potentially tens and tens of thousands of pounds, and failing that, I want to help you make potentially hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds or dollars. This will be completely relevant to you if you have any interest whatsoever in any area of neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, hypnotherapy, any form of psychological talking therapy or mind therapy, and in fact also the entertainment side of hypnosis, and also to some degree also street hypnotism and the use of magic with mentalism and hypnosis and magic combined and stuff. But it is largely mainly for mind therapy practitioners or people who want to be, but it does apply to those other areas as well. Now you see I'm holding a sign that says, "Frauds, have you been conned?" And this video is headed in the text above or below it, "Beware the mind therapy trainer frauds and liars, exposed how many hypnosis trainers are con men." And the simple fact is they are. Now, I'm going to back that up with evidence in a moment, but first I want to explain why I felt compelled to make this video today. It's because I have had drawn to my attention the fact that on somebody's Facebook wall, which I've seen, I've now been blocked from that wall because I responded with some evidence, but they put up there that my licensed trainers, I've licensed currently, for example, a gentleman called Paul Colley of PRC Hypnosis, who is in Ireland as my official Northern and Southern Ireland hypnosis trainer. And he's running courses out there following my syllabus and training. But anyone who does a course with him also gets lifetime access to my Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp, which contains within it over 500 hours of training videos. It's got training audios, it's got ready-made websites, marketing material, templates, you name it, it's in there. It's the biggest resource on the planet. Don't take my word for it. Look at the information above or below this video and look at the testimonials. But I'm not here to sell you that. No, I'm not. I'm here to save you wasting thousands of pounds and to ensure that you know the truth. Because today, one of these people put a comment accusing Paul Colley of not being a proper hypnosis trainer. And he pointed out that he'd done training with me to teach my syllabus, and that anyone who did training with him also got membership to my Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp. And the person came back and said, aha, but that is not the approved syllabus of the General Hypnotherapy Standards Council or the General Hypnotherapy Register. Well, guess what? No, it isn't. But here's something, I'll tell you something. My students learn more than is taught on any General Hypnotherapy Standards course and on any General Hypnotherapy Register course. Because in the boot camp, in those over 500 hours of training videos, not that you ever need to study them all. If you do the training and join the boot camp, you just study the ones most relevant to you, but I'll explain that later. But the fact is they blow out of the water any other hypnotherapy, NLP, psychological talking, mind therapy, or stage hypnotism or street hypnosis training from anyone, anywhere in the world today. Now, I did say this is going to sound a little bit egotistical, so please bear with me because it's not me saying that. It's not like I've drunk the Kool-Aid and believe my own hype. Look at the links above or below this video and see what past students around the world have to say. Look at all the links I've given you, because you'll find that above this video, or below it, depending on where you're seeing it posted, there are a few major points in the text. And this is to save you getting ripped off for thousands of pounds from people who claim to be telling you the truth. The The sad thing is a lot of hypnosis, hypnotherapy, stage hypnosis, street hypnotism trainers are only doing courses because they can't afford to make a good enough living from actually going out doing stage shows or actually going out treating therapy clients. Okay, or what they're teaching you is outdated and useless, or they're dragging it out weekend after weekend over the course of a year or longer and charging you thousands of pounds and teaching you tons of stuff that's outdated and useless in the real world. That's where I want you to beware. Beware the hypnotist frauds, beware the mind therapy con men and con women trainers, and go to link number 1 that's above or below this video. Follow it, obviously, after this video is played, and there are 10 questions there. 10 questions that you would be wise to ask any hypnotherapy, NLP, mind therapy, psychological talking therapy, even stage hypnosis, street hypnotism, mentalism or magic. Basically, any trainer of those areas that you're thinking of spending money with on any product or live training course or seminar, before you do, ask them the 10 questions that are linked to above this video at point 1. And then when they give you their answers, assuming they do, some people won't because they can't, which is even scarier. But when they give you answers, independently check them out. Don't take them as valid or read. And the same applies to what I'm saying in this video and what I say at the links above this video as well. Go to the links, look at what I claim, look at the evidence I provided, and then go and independently research it yourself and see that I am without a doubt telling the truth, unlike the vast majority of hypnotherapy, mind therapy, stage hypnosis and street hypnotism trainers out there that are lying to you, lying about their experience when in truth they've done a few dozen shows at best, lying about their experience as a therapist when they're barely scraping a living, and that's why they've started doing training courses. Whereas you'll see at the link above this video, I have been a professional hypnotherapist and stage hypnotist for just over 30 years now. I've traveled the world. I've got hundreds of television, radio, newspaper and magazine credits to my name. I've arguably taught more of the currently working successful hypnotherapists, mind therapy practitioners, stage hypnotists and street hypnotists in the world today than any other hypnosis trainer. And as stated by my students, including many who I advise who are television name hypnotists, life coaches, and similar mind therapy practitioners, as you can see at the links above or below this video, they consider me to be the best. And there's a reason for that. But I'm not saying don't train elsewhere. What I'm saying is before you do, ask the 10 questions that I've given you at link number 1 above this video to anyone you're thinking of spending money with, and compare their answers to the answers and evidence I've given at this link, independently research them and decide for yourself who's actually the intelligent choice to train with. As pointed out at link 2 above this video, I've had to date of making this video, which is August 2019, just over 30 years experience traveling the world as a comedy stage hypnotist, street hypnotist, television hypnotist and hypnotherapist and celebrity life coach to the stars. I've probably done more television and radio, newspapers and magazines over the past 30 years than at least 95% of the hypnotists in the world. I'm in the top 5%, if not the top 3%, possibly even higher, who knows. Anyway, you can see clips from some of the TV shows, recordings of some of the radio, copies of some of the press cuttings and stuff, to prove my expertise in the past and how I've been linked with therapeutic encounters with the likes of Robert De Niro and Billy Crystal and their film Analyze That, on my fully updated, revised and expanded website at magicalguru.com. The link's at point 2 above this. When you look there, you'll see for yourself the evidence is there that what I'm saying is the truth, and that sadly, if you do the same cursory examination of the vast majority of other so-called trainers, it turns out most of the people teaching stage hypnosis, they've done a few dozen shows at best. The people teaching street hypnosis haven't got a clue, and most of them are lying to you. But I'll come back to that later. Most of them are dangerous as well. Anyway, there is a reason why, as you'll see at point 3 above this video, that the South African Academy of Hypnotists have inducted me. I am only the 4th hypnotist in the world that they've inducted into their Hypnosis Hall of Fame. In other words, by their definitions and standards, I am one of the 4 top hypnotists, and as you'll see by following the link at point 3 above this video, in their definition and opinion and in the letter they sent with my Hypnosis Hall of Fame award, they consider me to be the world's, arguably the world's leading, most expert, most generous, most knowledgeable hypnosis, hypnotherapy, street hypnotism, stage hypnosis, and related mind therapy trainer. So it's not me saying it. Well, I'm saying it now, but it sounds like I'm being egotistical and arrogant. Look at what other people have to say. Look at the link at point 3 above. The 4th thing I want to point out is that today somebody posted, and that's what prompted this video, they claimed that my licensed trainers are offering qualifications that are not approved, endorsed, and accredited in the correct manner. Well, that is bullshit. And also the claim that this person made that you're only approved and accredited legally, properly, to be a therapist if you've got a general hypnotherapy standards council or general hypnotherapy register approved qualification is also complete and utter bullshit. The fact is that in England, Europe, and the vast majority of the world, it's different in America and a few other places in the world, I grant you, but the vast majority of the world, there's no such thing as a legally required or truly legally recognized qualification for hypnotherapy, NLP, or the vast majority of psychological, hypnotic, talking, mind therapy techniques. And anyone who tells you there is lying and committing fraud. And if they lie to you in that manner to obtain money from you, that means they're committing the criminal offense of obtaining money by deception. Yep. That means the vast majority of British, European, and some other places in the world, hypnotherapy, NLP, and mind therapy trainers are committing the criminal act of fraud with what they claim on their websites falsely about trying to mislead you into thinking that you've got to do a course accredited by the people they say it's accredited by, otherwise you will not be a legally or lawfully allowable hypnotherapy consultant. Well, that's bullshit. It's true that in some places in America, you cannot call yourself a hypnotherapist, but there's nothing to stop yourself calling yourself a mind relaxation reprogramming specialist or some other winky-wanky title. And there's dozens of them inside my Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp, as you'll see above this video in the information that's there. In other words, there's always a way to operate fully legally, fully lawfully, within the law, wherever you are in the world, without having to spend thousands of pounds, without having to spend hundreds and hundreds of hours learning complete, utter nonsense that is of no real use in the real world. And I say that as someone with over 30 years experience in the industry, as somebody who's proven by the links above this video, has arguably taught the vast majority of currently successful working clinical hypnotherapists, NLPers, life coaches, hypnotists, street hypnotists, and stage hypnotists around the world today. The evidence is there. Other hypnotherapy trainers out there, at least 95% of them don't even come close to the experience and success that I've had and bring to my students, as is illustrated at the links above this. But in terms of accreditations, if you want them, the fact is they're only worth the paper they're printed on as placebo triggers, so your clients see them and therefore it triggers off the placebo effect in them, or maybe it makes you feel better to have a bit of paper like that, you know, in a kind of Wizard of Oz kind of way. But all of my courses, you know, the stuff that's in the Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp is approved, endorsed and accredited by the Mindcare Organisation UK Limited, Personal Development Associates USA, Neurolinguistic Programming Practitioners Association, the NLP Association UK, and also, of course, the Association of Complete Mind Therapists, the Association of Professional Hypnotherapists and Psychotherapists, the United Kingdom Board of Clinical Hypnotherapy, and the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine. And above or below this video, depending on where you're seeing it, you'll find links to some of their websites to go and have a look, and you'll see they're equally as credible as any of the other nonsense out there. In fact, arguably, these are more credible and noteworthy than many of the so-called organisations other people are referring to. One thing's for sure, once you have done training with me or one of my licensed trainers, or you become a member of the bootcamp, you can go and get endorsement and accredited by those organisations, and you can get discounted, highly affordable public liability and professional indemnity insurance, just as cheap as you could, wasting money each year to join these Mickey Mouse outfits that others offer. Sometimes even cheaper, depending on your circumstances. But the fact is, you don't need to pay any yearly membership fees. These other organisations are con organisations to get you to pay a yearly membership fee for a piece of paper that has no real legal significance whatsoever. When you've studied the boot camp or done live training with myself or one of my licensed trainers, then you will be approved, or at least can be, well, you will be approved and accredited by the Association of Complete Mind Therapists, Association of Professional Hypnotherapists and Psychotherapists, the Royal Institute of Hypnotherapy and Psychotherapy, and you can, for a minuscule, tiny cost, become accredited by the United Kingdom Board of Clinical Hypnotherapy and the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine, if you so desire. But there's no legal requirement to, and you'll still be able to get highly affordable public liability and professional indemnity insurance, despite what some people out there would like you to believe. So this person who posted today on, I'm not going to mention the person's name, I don't want to give them the oxygen of publicity, but they also claimed that my licensed trainer in Ireland, Paul Colley, not only did they claim that the courses he was running did not meet the right criteria. Well, as I pointed out already in this video, and if you've only just joined it, do watch the replay from the end when I finish in a moment. But I've already pointed out there is no such thing as a legally required criteria. And in fact, most of what they teach in those so-called GHR and GHSC courses is bullshit that doesn't really work in the real world. There's far better, more effective, cutting-edge ways. They're the techniques I teach to my students around the world. And that's why my students, as you can see, at point 6 above or below this video, there's a link to video and written testimonials from a tiny selection of my delighted students all around the world, including famous name, television, celebrity, hypnotist and life coaches. You'll also see at point 5 above this video that arguably I am the most highly qualified hypnotherapist, NLP, and hypnosis and NLP trainer in the world. Just go to the link, see for yourself the qualifications I've got, and they're just a tiny selection of the many hundreds of others I've got on file. You name it, I've studied the courses so that then I can sit here and honestly tell you that what you can learn in the Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp wipes the floor with all of them. That may sound egotistical and arrogant, but the simple fact is there is nothing that anyone else is teaching that you cannot learn to do inside the Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp. You may not get the legal right to use their registered trademark, of course you won't. For example, things like thought field therapy and emotional freedom technique are registered trademarks for a technique to tap your body in different places. However, in the bootcamp, you will learn meridian tapping techniques, and you'll learn the truth of how and why all meridian tapping techniques work when they do work, and you'll be able to use them all in your work. And you'll be able to use names such as freeway CER, fast releasing trapped emotions with the yawn, change energy routine, or CMT, complete mind tapping. Because in the Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp, as you'll see in the information in the written text above or below this video, you get access to at least 18 different professional qualifications that are approved, endorsed and accredited by the United Kingdom Board of Clinical Hypnotherapy, the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine, the Association of Complete Mind Therapists, the Association of Professional Hypnotherapists and Psychotherapists, and a whole bunch of other credible, traceable organizations as well. And you get ready-made logos for those, which you can see at the links above this video, that look professional and can be used on your websites. You get your certifications that you can show your clients as placebo triggering things, which is all they really are. And you get free lifetime membership to the Association of Complete Mind Therapists and the Association of Professional Hypnotherapists and Psychotherapists, enabling you to get affordable public liability and professional indemnity insurance. But the thing is, unlike the other Mickey Mouse outfits out there who claim to be the one that you have to be a member of, otherwise you're not a proper therapist, which is a lie. And if people claim that you have to be in their society, otherwise you're not legal or not meeting legal criteria, then they are lying and committing criminal fraud. So do not be deceived by them. And sadly, that's the vast majority of the so-called trainers out there. So confident I am that my training is unrivaled that if you go above, you'll see at point 7, there is a link where you can grab a whole bunch of free hypnotherapy and mind therapy and stage hypnosis and street hypnotism training videos and training manuals free of charge as instant downloads at no cost. And when you've looked at them, I know you'll be so confident in what you learn that you'll realize, Christ, why have you wasted thousands of pounds with other inferior trainers in the past? That's not me not saying that. Don't take my word for it. Look at what some of my past students have to say at the link that you'll find at point 6 above or below this video. Another thing that a load of, the vast majority of stage hypnosis and street hypnosis trainers in England and also around the world seem to lie about or frankly don't know, and if they don't know, that makes them incompetent, is that lots of them will say that the 1952 Hypnotism Act in England does not cover street hypnosis and that you do not need a license to do hypnotism on the street for entertainment purposes. Well, that, again, is bullshit, because if you go to point 8 above or below this video, you'll see a link where I give evidence from a selection of British Council licensing authorities, legal departments, that prove that that is not the case. And also there is a letter there from central government proving that in England you do need a license to present street hypnotism and hypnotize people on the street for entertainment purposes. But that is all taught in my bootcamp, how to perform legally and lawfully, as well as how to be a safe and legal hypnotherapist, because sadly the vast majority of hypnotherapy courses out there do not go into hardly any depth, if any depth at all, about health and safety laws, duty of care laws, best practice, GDPR, data protection laws, and other related areas. All of these are covered inside the Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp to ensure that you are completely legal, lawful, safe, insured, and ethical in everything you do at all times, far head and shoulders above anything else that's available on the market. And if you prefer to have in your hands a physical copy of the books that I've given away free at the link above or below this video, then there is a link there introducing you to what many consider to be the top 10 hypnosis books, hypnotherapy books, NLP, stage and street hypnotism books in the world today that you can get on Amazon. They're bigger, they're better, and they're more affordable than other stuff out there, and they're more up to date, as you will see when you take a closer look at them. So basically, in short, if you've just joined this video, do yourself a massive favour and watch it from the start when I end in a few moments and the replay's there. Then please do me a favour and help protect others from getting ripped off for thousands and thousands of pounds on useless or largely useless, drawn out, long-winded, outdated courses from people who frankly never achieved anything of real note in the world or in the industry, which means that you're basically being taught by someone who's not that successful. In other words, it's the blind leading the blind. If you actually want to know how to earn serious money, then go to someone who is able to buy their own property outright for cash. No mortgages or loans whatsoever required. Literally walked in with a briefcase of cash and paid in cash for their own property before the age of 30, which was just over 14 years ago. And yes, arrogantly it may sound, but that person was and is me. And the evidence of that and many other things is at the links above or below this video. If you want to learn how you can regularly be on television, on the radio, in newspapers and magazines, go to someone who is in the top 3 to 5% of successful hypnotists in the world today. The evidence is on my website, magicalguru.com. And yes, that is me. That's why I've been linked with the likes of Philip Schofield, Holly Willoughby, The This Morning Show, Robert De Niro and Billy Crystal to help, promote their film, analyse that. That's why I've been on the front page and a double page spread inside of the Sun newspaper, Britain's biggest circulated paper, at least it was in the 90s, when they covered the fact of me curing somebody's fear of traffic wardens. I've been there, done it, worn the t-shirt out numerous times, and I've taught these techniques to thousands of people around the world who are now also incredibly successful on TV and radio and newspapers and magazines. Millionaire therapists around the world who I taught. You can see their testimonials at the link above this video. I can teach you exactly what I taught them in the Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp, and for a limited time, rather than it being $4,997, which is about, I don't know, current exchange rate is about £4,000 sterling. Until Sunday, that's a week this Sunday, until a week this Sunday, you can join the bootcamp for a single one-off payment of just 397 United Kingdom sterling pounds. Or if you can't afford that all in one go, then you know what? There is a monthly payment plan where you can pay just £49.70 sterling today, and then pay another £49.70 sterling in a month from now, and then again a month after that, and so on, for a total of 10 months. So in total, you will have paid £497 United Kingdom sterling. But I guarantee you will learn more than you will from any other hypnosis or NLP or mind therapy trainer on the planet today, because you'll not just be learning from me, you'll be learning from 16 other experts in their field, as you can see at the links above this video to the bootcamp, and you will gain qualifications from these experts around the world, and you will learn more than any other hypnosis, NLP or mind therapy training school will ever teach you. So confident I am that it comes with a full 1 year, 100% satisfaction, money back guarantee, that you will earn at least, get ready for this, at least 12,000 United States dollars more money in the next 12 months from studying the bootcamp and putting its contents to use in the real world than you did in the previous 12 months. It guarantees that you will earn at least £10,000 sterling or 10,000 euros, maybe 11,000 euros more in the next 12 months from joining the bootcamp and putting the contents, the marketing, advertising, publicity and promotion content to use in the real world than you did in the previous 12 months before joining it. Nobody else in the world is that confident to offer you such a guarantee, and there's a reason why. Because there's only about 3 to 5% maximum of the hypnotherapy, NLP and mind therapy trainers in the world today who come close to my experience, success, qualifications, and, well, look at the links above or below this video. Check them out for yourself, for your own benefit, and then realize that if you want to be a far more confident, competent, and truly successful mind therapy practitioner, stage hypnotist, street hypnotist, mind therapy practitioner on any level, then you need to come and do live training with me or one of my licensed trainers, or join the Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp. Ideally do both. It'll still be a damn sight cheaper than losing money on the frauds who tell you lies. If you just joined this video, please watch it from the start when the replay is there in a few moments' time, and share it far and wide to protect other people as well. Thank you, and bye for now. Oh, when you see this video, it might be worth you checking out my Facebook profile, facebook.com/Alex the Hypnotist, because from time to time, sometimes, very rarely now, but sometimes I run even better deals on the Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp. But otherwise, see the information above this video. Thanks for sharing it, watching it. Watch the rest from the beginning, and bye for now.